So hello everyone, welcome back to my another video, and today we are going to learn some English MCQs which are given as follows. Our first MCQ is choose the antonym of the given word. Brutal. Option A gentle, option B inhuman, option C cruel, option D barbarous. And the correct answer of this question is option A. The antonym of brutal, which means cruel or barbarous, will be gentle. Hence, option A would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is choose the synonym of the given word deceptive. A. Opaque, B. Honest, C. Transparent, and D is misleading. And the correct option of this question is option D. The synonym of deceptive will be misleading, hence option D would be correct. Let's move and our next question is give one word for the given definitions. One who writes stories and news for a newspaper. A. Draughtsman. B. Herbalist. C. Copywriter, or D. Correspondent. The correct answer of this question is option D. A correspondent job is to write stories and news for a newspaper or agency. Hence, option D would be correct. Our next question is select the most appropriate meaning of the given item. A. Bird of passage. And the options are A person of great importance, B. An evil person, D. A person who travels widely, and the D is a weak person. So, the correct answer of this question is option C, which is a bird of passage means a person who travels widely, hence, option C would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is choose one correct adjectives of the following noun. Advise. A. Advisable. B. Advise. C. Advisedly. And D is advisor. So the correct option of this question is option A. Advice is a proposal of a course of action. So advisable would be correct adjective as it means worthy of being recommended. Hence option A would be correct. Our next question is complete the following sentences by choosing the appropriate forms of verb. Will you dash a car if you dash any money? So our option of this question is option A have didn't have, B own hadn't, C buy don't have, D have sold had. The correct answer of this question is option C. The correct verbs used would be will you buy a car if you don't have any money? Hence, option C would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is complete the following sentences by choosing the appropriate forms of verb. If the result of the admission test dash today, she dash a telegram. Option A will be announced, will send. Option B was announced, would send. Option C is announced, will send. Option D is declared, could send. So the correct answer of this question is option C. Since the position of this is in present tense, the correct answer would be if the result of the admission test is announced today, she will send a telegram. Hence, option C would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and the next question is complete the following sentences by choosing the appropriate verb forms. Mr. Indrajit Gupta dash that he dash truth of the people. Option A is claims spoke. Option B is claimed spoke. Option C is had claimed had spoke. And option D is will claim speak. So the correct option of this question is option B claimed. Spoke will be fine. Will be filled in the given fill in the blanks because there are two clauses in the sentence and both should be in same tense. Hence option B is correct would be correct. Let's move on to the next question. Point out the correct sentence of the following. A. He and I was very good friends once upon a time. Option B is the community were divided in divisions. Option C. Every student should do one's duty. Option D is each boy and each girl have done their work. The correct answer of this question is option B, committee. Being plural would be followed by were. So the correct sentence would be the committee were divided in their decision. In sentence A, he and I would be followed by were. In sentence C, every student should do his duty would be correct. In sentence D, each would be followed by supporting verbs has and not, have not, hence option B would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is choose the correct synonym of the word exile. A, exit, B, banishment, C, camp, and D, picnic. The correct answer of this question is option B, exile, means to banish someone out of a place, hence option B, banishment would be correct. Let's move on to the next question. So our next question is question number 71. Choose the correct word from the words given below. We heard dash of trumpets. A, peal, B, pale, C, peel, D, pale. And the answer of this question is peal, which means a loud sound of trumpets is correct. Hence option A would be correct. Our next question is the quality of mercy is not strained, it drops as the gentle rain from heaven. Point out the figure of speech in the above lines. A, smile, B, metaphor, C, profess, pers- personification, D, apostrophe. The answer of this question is option A. Since as is used, the above sentence is an example of smile, hence option A would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is fill the appropriate sets of words in the given sentence. The bridal dash of my daughter will be dash on 10th December. Option A, performed temporary. Option B, ceremony temporary. Option C, ceremony performed. Option D, performed ceremony. And the answer of this question is option C. The word ceremony will always follows bridal, so the bridal ceremony of my daughter will be performed on 10 December, hence option C would be correct. Let's move on to the next question. And our next question is fill in the blanks with the correct proposition. She went dash the park dash a walk. Option A for two. Option B to with. Option C to on, and option D is to for. The correct answer of this question is option D. She went to the park for a walk in is the correct sentence, hence option D would be correct. Our next question is name the poet who wrote the poem Stopping by the Wood or on a Snowy Evening. Option A William Wordsworth, option B Robert Lyne, option C Robert Frost, option D P.B. Shelley. Option C would be correct. Stopping by the Woods on Snowy Evening is the poem by Robert Frost, hence option C would be correct. Our next question is vocabulary can be taught by using the following technique. A. Uses, B. Direct, C. Synonym, D. All of above, all of these. So the correct answer of this question is option D. Vocabulary can be taught by using all the above mentioned techniques. Hence option D would be correct. Our next question is who said reading makes a full man, writing an extract man, and conference a ready man? A. C.C. Fries, D. Francis Bacon, C. Prof. Jesperson, D. W.S. Gray. Answer B. Above lines have been taken from Francis Bacon's essay of studies. Hence, option B would be correct. Let's move on to the next question. Which is regarded as the best style of writing? A. Vertical, B. Irregular, C. Forward, D. Horizontal. Option A. Vertical style of writing scripts is the best, hence option A would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and the next question is structural grammar emphasize A. Word of sentence, B. Phrase of sentence, C. Structure of sentence, and D. All of these. Answer D. Structural grammar emphasizes on the words, phrases, and structure of sentences. Hence, option D would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is which method is based on the theory from example of generalization? A. Deductive method. B. Inductive method. C. Deductive method. D. Incidental method. And the answer of this question is answer B. The induction method is based on the theory of a specific example to generalization. Hence, option D would be correct. Let's move on to the next question. Our next question is point out the active voice of the following. The patients are visited by their relatives only between 4 to 6 p.m. A. Only between 4 to 6 p.m. The patients are visited by the relatives. B. The relatives visit the patients only between 4 to 6 p.m. C. The relatives visited the patients only between 4 to 6 p.m. And the last option, option D, is only between 4 to 6 p.m. the relatives can visit the patient. The correct option answer of this question is option B. Since R is used in the passive, the active voice will be in present tense. The correct sentence would be the relatives visit the patients only between 4 to 6 p.m. Hence, option B would be correct. Our next question is point out the sentence in passive voice. A. The striking students were throwing stones. B. 20 lessons have been finished. C. The murderer hide their knife. D. The enemy will have sunk the ship by now. Answer B. Have been used in the second sentence hints that it's passive voice. Hence, option B would be correct. Let's move on to the next question, and our next question is choose the correct options. The Prime Minister was acquitted. Dash is the charge leveled against him. Option A off, option B off, option C for, option D with. Option A is followed by off, hence option A would be.
आप देख रहे हैं यूट्यूब चैनल टेट गुरु मंत्र। जी हाँ दोस्तों, टेट की संपूर्ण तैयारी करने के लिए आप हमारे चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कर लें ताकि आपको इस प्रकार का वीडियो तुरंत मिल जाएगा और आप देख सकते हैं और हमारे चैनल ग्रोथ भी करेगा, जिससे मैं आपको निःशुल्क रूप से ऐसा वीडियो लाता रहूँगा आपके बीच में। और मैं आपको बता दूँ कि यह अंग्रेजी का जो 2014 में कक्षा 6, 7, 8 का जो अंग्रेजी का पेपर 30 प्रश्न आया था, यह 30 प्रश्न इसी प्रकार के पूछे साथ जाते हैं। 2014 के पूछे गए प्रश्न को मैंने हल किया है। आप जी हाँ दोस्तों, यूपी टेट 2014 में ऐसा ही पेपर आया था, साल पेपर उससे हल किया गया। इसे मॉडल पेपर देख ले और ऐसा ही तैयारी कर।